Well, Kira, I really appreciate you taking the time to come down from the university to talk to us about our product and what's going on with it. When I came in this morning, I noticed that there was a note on my desk. It was marked urgent. It was from your assistant in regards to our shoes. And I had a moment to briefly glance over it before I gave you a call. I noticed a couple of things in there. It was in regards to our latest shipment of shoes. You've had those shoes for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and apparently they're falling apart. Can you explain what's going on a little bit more?
Yeah, so they're specifically for my basketball team right now. And when the girls are running up and down the court, we need a shoe that's durable, but these keep splitting on the bottom, so like they can't run on a split shoe sole. So, and then the next problem is that the sole and the top of the shoe are splitting as well.
Okay.
And like they've been wearing down so bad, like some of the girls' pinky toe on the side is starting to pop out.
Okay.
So it's just really kind of worry quality because we're running up and down the court all the time. We can't have the shoe breaking and falling apart after 2 weeks of wearing them.
Gotcha. And I can understand that frustration. First off, I want to apologize for such a bad product. It went through our testing phase and everything was fine. However, when did this start? Did it just start like when you first got them, or was it throughout the 3 weeks that it was one by one? You know, I understand that the shoes need to be more durable and everything like that. Do you think it was just the wear and tear over that period of time that caused them to break?
Well, it started off actually, it happened to one girl the first practice, and we just thought it was a fluke shoe, so we got her a new pair, and then I think by the end of the 3rd week, almost everyone's shoe was split, and like it does get a lot of wear and tear, but they should be able to last for the season.
Right. Gotcha. And I apologize for the frustration in that. So what we can do, and I've talked to my supervisor about this, because we want to keep you as a client, and we really do apologize for this, and we want to make amends. So what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with last year's model. That one held up really well. You guys didn't have any problems with that, did you? Did the girls like the overall shoe? Did you know?
They liked last year's model a lot better.
They liked last year's model. Did they like the same colors and everything like that, or are your colors changing this year?
No, they're not. It's just the same school colors.
It's just the same school colors. Okay. So what we're gonna do to make this better and to fix this is we're gonna give you a new set of shoes for your team. We're gonna do it at half price. That way, we simply at this point we just want to make sure that we can cover the cost of the materials, if that's fair.
That's
and then what we'll do is we'll make sure that those are to you guys within the next week. That way, you guys still have you have 3 weeks or so until the season starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll still have 2 weeks for practicing on those new shoes. You'll still be able to break them in and everything like that. We want to make sure that that's taken care of. But other than that, what else with the shoe was such poor quality? I want to get some other feedback from you so that way going forward when we fix this shoe or we start to make next year's model that we're on top of these issues that are coming up. Was it the fabric? Was it the laces? Apparently it sounds like that the threading wasn't very durable for some reason.
Yeah.
What else was it?
So like I said, the top of the fabric that covers the top of the shoe wore out super fast. And then the laces, they looked and felt like they were made out of yarn. So when the girls would tie their shoe, they would just rip the laces apart, even though they weren't tugging that hard.
Okay.
So, and then I think the biggest problem was the shoe was super narrow. So it caused a lot of problems when the girls would put their foot in. So I think that's what was causing the split to happen.
Okay.
It's because
it was kind of when they would stop on that, on that pinpoint that they had to just stop and all the friction. The threading would come loose because it was so narrow.
It was so narrow. It was almost meant for a child-sized foot.
Almost.
For that wide, yeah.
For that wide. Okay. And so what we need to focus on more is how wide it is, and also the durability of the threading and the laces as well. And we'll look into that sole issue for some reason. I honestly, at this point, I haven't had the opportunity to go down with our engineering team or to go onto the factory floor to find out what's going on. I wanted to make sure that this was resolved and we could get you those shoes first, but I will let you know what I do find in regards to why this happened, and we'll make sure that it doesn't happen again going forward, because we want to make sure, I saw in the note that you said at this point we'll have to go to your competitor. We don't want that. We don't want to lose your business or your friendship, anything like that. We want to make sure you're taken care of. So I'll make sure that this gets taken care of personally, okay?
I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Other than that, is there anything else that we can do for you besides that, or any other feedback you can give us?
I think that was it. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for taking the time to come down and to talk to me about this. That way we can get it resolved. If you will, I've already talked to my assistant. She has the invoice for you if you'd like to pick it up on your way out, just for that half price cost of materials. And then we'll get those sent over to you as soon as possible, okay?
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.